Hello guys and welcome to this new video in the Entrant. Here we don't just make you learn, we make you learn better. The topic in this video is Financial Management Part 2. Let's see, what does financial planning mean? Financial planning is preparation of financial blueprint for an organization's future operations. It aims at smooth operations by focusing on fund requirements and their availability in the light of financial decisions which the firm is required to take. Now, there are twin objectives for financial planning. Let's see the objectives of financial planning. It ensures availability of funds at the right time, at the right place, and it avoids excess funding. That is, it avoids the availability of extra funds. Only the available funds are there at the right time. Let's see the importance of financial planning. It helps in forecasting the future. It helps in avoiding business shocks and surprises. It helps in coordinating various business functions to one single plan. Detailed plans of actions are prepared under financial planning. It tries to link the present with the future. It provides a link between investment and financing decisions. It makes the evaluation of actual performance easier because the standards are already determined. Now let's see the meaning of capital structure. Capital structure is the mix between owners and borrowed funds, that is equity and debt. Owners funds means equity and borrowed funds means debt. It can be calculated as debt equity ratio. Financial risk is the chance that the firm would fail to meet its payment obligations. All decisions relating to capital structure should emphasize on increasing shareholders' wealth and not increasing the debt because the company will have to repay debt. Now let's see the factors that affect the choice of capital structure. The cash flow position of the company, the interest coverage ratio of the company, the debt service coverage ratio of the company, the return on investment, that is the interest or the return the investment gives back to the company, the cost of debt of the company, the tax rate the company has to pay, and the cost of equity. Continuing the factors that affect the choice of capital structure, the flotation cost, risk consideration, flexibility, that is how much flexible the company is, the controlling factors, the regulatory framework of the company, the stock market conditions at the time of deciding the capital structure, and capital structure of the other companies like competitors, industry, etc. Now let's see, what does a fixed capital mean? Like, you may know what are fixed assets. The same is the meaning of fixed capital. They are just the mixture of assets and liabilities. So let's see its meaning. Fixed capital means investment in long-term assets. Management of fixed capital involves allocation of firm's capital to different projects. These decisions are called investment decisions. That is, the decision taken to spread fixed capital is called investment decisions. Let's see the importance of investment decisions for long-term growth of the company. For a company to survive in a long run, it must invest so much in its fixed assets and it aims in long-term growth. Large amount of funds are involved in investment decisions. Since large amount of funds are involved, risk also comes with it. So there is so much risk involved with investment decisions. They are irreversible decisions. That is, once a decision is taken, it can't be reversed. Factors affecting the requirement of fixed capital, nature of business, scale of operations, that is, whether the business is long scale or short scale. The choice of techniques, there are a lot of techniques available. The choice the company makes on the technique, technology upgradation, growth prospectus, diversification, financing alternatives, and level of collaboration with other companies. Now let's see about working capital. This investment facilitates smooth day-to-day operations of the business. It provides liquidity to the business. Net working capital may be defined as the excess of current assets over current liabilities. From this, you can derive the formula for working capital. It is current assets minus current liabilities. Now let's see the factors affecting the working capital requirement. It may be similar to fixed capital, but it differs in some factors. The factors are nature of business, the scale of operations, seasonal factors, production cycle of a company, credit allowed, credit availed, operating efficiency, availability of raw material in a company, growth prospects of a company, level of competition the company faces in the market, the inflation. And with that, we come to the end of financial management. Hope you found this topic interesting and understandable. Thank you.